Hello everybody, welcome to John Miller Garden Machinery. Hopefully by now you've been seeing lots of our videos. Today we're going to look at some of the new walk behinds that Stihl have brought out in the battery range. So this is the AK system. So remember, Stihl have got AK and AP systems. So this is the AK system. So we look at the 4 series. All right, there's a 2 series and a 4 series. So you've got the RMA 443, 16-inch push machine. We've got the RMA 443.3V, and that is a variable speed 16-inch. And you go to this one, if you haven't probably guessed it, RMA 448.3V, which is the 18-inch variable speed machine. Okay, right. So we go back to the 16-inch machine to start with. Push, it does what it says on the tin. You know, your AK batteries. You open the lid up, you plonk the battery in, you press the lever on the side, and you just walk away, up and down, nice and easy. All the 4 series are polymer decked, so robust. They were good machines last year, but these ones are better, massively better this year. So some of the benefits over last year on all the machines. They've all got, if you've noticed, single handle on the back of the machine. So Stihl offer you a 10-year warranty just on this handle piece. All right, they're so confident over how well it's built, and it is. It's well built. Metal all the way down into there. What they've added as well, and we'll do some close-ups in a bit, but just that you've got now a built-in mulching system with a flick of a switch, and you've also got a side discharge option on all the machines. So if you've got longer grass, the quickest, the most effective way to get over long grass, chuck it out the side, go back and deal with it later. And like last year, they stayed with the plastic box. Plastic box is really good on airflow, yeah, because it's not getting bunged up with dirt and dust. Keeps packing the grass in there, so you always fill that box up so you get efficient grass collecting. So that's the 16-inch push. The 16-inch self-propelled, it's exactly the same chassis. The only difference you're going to get this little toggle here on the back of the handle. You can have it as a push machine, but every little flick of the switch, different speed. So that becomes variable speed. All right, and then over the 18, you probably guessed by now, exactly the same features as the other 2, but a little bit wider, and it's got that self-propelled option. They don't do this one in a push, in case any questions come through for push machines. The 18-inch is only available in the self-propelled variable speed. Okay. Like we said, AK range. Square meterage. So most manufacturers measure square meterage of runtime. So a lot of people come in the shop and go, Rob, how long does this last? I went, how quick can you walk? It's all down to square meterage. So the push machine will give you, on the AK20 battery, about 240 square meters of area. Yeah. The self-propelled 16 runs the new AK30S, which is a new battery that's just come out. It is the same wattage as an AK30. It's got 0.2 of an amp hour more for all you geeks out there. It's not a lot of difference. That's going to give you 350 square meters of area. And jumping up to the 18-inch self-propelled with the AK30S, that's going to give you 340 square meters. And the reason you probably get slightly less, it's a bigger machine, a bit more heavier to push around, so using a bit more battery power. Right then, so we've come in some close-up shots of the machines. They all work the same way in terms of height adjustment and everything that, so I'll show you quickly. So what's nice about these 4 series, and I think the 2 series might have them as well, but we haven't seen those yet, so when we do a video on those, I'll show you. Single height adjustment, and you haven't got to wrestle with the machine. So you've got the black bit there, there's a little button underneath, up and down, simple as that. And you get a little, I don't know if Nat can pan round, it might make a mess of the shot. You see here, you've got your numbers here, and that'll tell you your height setting. So you've got 1 to 7. I can kneel down and do it one-handed. Do it one. I got 2 fingers there. Really light and easy. So that's a big improvement on these mowers. A lot of people always struggle with like adjusting the height. And the other thing with these as well, you can store them nice and easily. So you've got one button to push the lever all over. This year, that locks. The last models, that used to stay loose. So when you used to pick it up again, it used to come and smack you in the head. So now it locks away, so it's nice and safe. So you take your box off, like so, and you can, if you want to, store it in the shed like that. And what I'd probably do, put it up against the wall or something, and like sturdy the box against the wall or something like that, you know. So really versatile for storage. Back down again, one finger all the way around. So that makes it. And having this bit here, you can like walk into the mower, do that. Just makes it so easy for emptying the bag and everything, all that sort of. The easier it is, the easier it is for you to cut the lawn. If you've got to fight with the mower, then it makes lawn cutting a strenuous job on top of a strenuous job. Right, extreme close-up on the side of the mower. So, like I mentioned before, we have side discharge available now. So you get this little chute. It fits in there like so. Drop that down. Now, at the moment, if you did this, you start your mower up and you blow grass out the side and you go blow grass over your feet. So what you've got to do is engage the mulching plug lever, which then puts like a baffle along the back of the deck. And that now means the grass can only go out one place, and it's out the side. Like I said before, the most efficient way of getting through long grass is just chucking it out the side and then going back over it and collecting it, because you've already cut the grass down to make it more efficient to collect into the box. All right, so then if you want to go mulching, we take that bit back off, make sure that's back in again, and you can leave that in if you started side discharge. And then I don't know if Nat wants to pan round or we're going to stop and come round. I'll see you in 2 seconds, guys. See if by magic, guys, we're back to the back of the mower. Right, grass comes out of here normally. Yeah, if you want to mulch, use that lever I showed you at the front. I don't know if Nat can see that moving. I'll do it again. That's just closing the deck off so you can mulch. Simple as that. So that, in conclusion, that's the 3 new 4 Series machines brought out from Stihl in the AK range this year. Like always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you again soon.